Good morning, my beautiful creatives, and welcome to day 21 of 30 Days with Chrissie B. Now, if you've been watching my videos for the past few days, you will know that my husband and I have been hanging out with family. We have been visiting family. I have the house to myself, which is a rarity here because there are usually 5 adults, 3 children, and a bajillion animals. So having the house to myself is a rarity. I thought I would take this moment of silence, this rare moment of silence, to share with you how I, as a highly sensitive introvert, deal with visiting with a very large, loud, extroverted family who I think I'm the only introvert in the entire bunch. So I'm the oddball. I'm the oddball anyways, but being an introvert makes me extra special oddball. So I thought I would share with you how I go about handling that, how I go about dealing with that. Because if you have watched my last few videos, you will know that we have been non-stop, go, 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 go. And if I don't take care of myself in the way that I need to take care of myself, I would be beat pretty darn quickly. So let me just tell you a few of the things that I do when I'm coming to visit family, because I know that I'm the only introvert in the group. I'm the only one who needs quiet. I'm the only one who needs to be by myself. My number one thing is that I always try to find moments where I can just be by myself and be quiet. Thankfully in this house, there's a little room that's dedicated to my husband and myself, so I can go in there and close the door and just be quiet. That's excellent. If I don't have a room to myself, I have a vehicle. I will go sit in my car. That seems a little bizarre, but it's a really great way to be quiet. Plus, my family lives in a small country town, so one of the things I can do is I can hop in the car and then just go on a drive out in the country. It's very peaceful and relaxing and quiet, and I can just decompress and just be by myself, and I don't have to worry about being an introvert or trying to impress anybody or be on or anything. Also, I try to always make sure that I have a couple of tools on hand, no matter where I'm going with my family. I try to make sure that I have a journal of some kind with pens so that I can get quiet and get into my own head. I always try to keep headphones and my phone filled with music or a TV show or something that just is calming and peaceful and relaxing. I also, if my regular headphones don't work, I always keep noise canceling headphones on me, because even if I'm in a crowded room and I just have to figure out how to be quiet, that really works. I can sit in the corner, nobody thinks I'm weird because everybody just knows. I mean, I've been in the family long enough that everyone knows. So I'll just put my headphones on, I'll just be kind of quiet. I'll even try to close my eyes sometimes to just kind of block everything out and just breathe. Kind of like do my own little meditation in the corner with my noise canceling headphones on. That really seems to work too. Another thing I always keep with me is a book. I always try to make sure I have a book with me. It's not always easy for me to read when I'm with family because there's so much noise going on and there's so much activity. But I find that once I start reading a book, if I fall into the story, then it's easy to block everyone out. If I'm having difficulty blocking everyone out, that's where my noise canceling headphones come back into play. And I put my noise canceling headphones on and I read for a little while. I just try to make sure that I don't alienate myself from the family. I want to decompress and re-energize, but I also don't want to miss anything, and I want to make sure that I'm a participant in what we're doing. So I try to be very mindful about making sure that I'm present and that the moments that I take for myself are moments that really are okay to take for myself. Like, I don't try to take family dinner for myself. That defeats the point of coming to visit my family. I want to be involved with the discussion and what's going on, or I try not to make game time the moment that I choose for my alone time. Usually my alone time is either very first thing in the morning, I get up a little bit earlier, when it's a little bit quieter, and take my alone time there, or I do it right at the tail end of the day. And here it's really quite easy to do that just because everyone's very familiar with the fact that I'm an introvert and they're very extroverted. You know, they can do sound 24/7 and go, 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 and another activity and another activity and another activity, and me, even just observing it all, gets pooped out rather quickly. So it's really easy to take little moments for yourself to just kind of listen to what you need and then do that and honor that and make that special time that you need to make yourself whole and happy again, so that when you do go out and pretend to be extroverted for a little while, you're doing it from a really genuine happy place, and you're not doing it to be fake, and you're not doing it to be anything than who you actually are. Now, being an introvert does not mean that I need to be alone to energize. Sometimes it means I just need to like make sure that the group is really tiny. So maybe it's me and one other person, or me and two other people. One of the ways that I use to basically re-energize when I'm an introverted in a seriously extroverted family is I will instigate walks. Let's go for a quick nature walk. Just being outside, you know, even if it's a whole group of you, and you kind of distance yourself just by walking your natural walking. Some walk faster, some walk slower, so you're kind of like in little bunches of people. It kind of has a tendency to make you feel a little bit, it's not quite as loud, because even if you have, like, we have a few boys in the house that are really loud, like they just don't have an inside voice. They just are very, very loud. When you take them outside and we go outside for a walk, then that loud booming voice travels away from you a little better than it does inside the house. So I find that it's, even though there's still a lot of activity and still a lot of voices and still a lot of, you know, stimulation, it's still an easier way to like decompress because you're outside. I try to focus on finding something beautiful while I'm out on my walk. I try to focus on, you know, catching one of the kids' expression and like on purpose mentally taking a picture of them and capturing that moment in my brain, so that way it changes it from, oh my God, that kid never shuts up, to, God, what an awesome human being this little kid is. You know, what a great man he's gonna turn into. Or it's so cool that he's so curious about something. It's about really like trying to find the moments, even in the crazy, hectic, overstimulated, extroverted moments in your life. It's about like focusing on the little quiet gems that maybe no one else noticed, but you do, and you're able to like focus on that. And instead of seeing this crazy kid who just has no soft volume, you just see how awesome this kid is. And then it makes you so thankful that you have this kid in your life, because everyone in my family is amazing. I love my family dearly. And even though I have been pooped out quite a few times in my last few days with my family, I would not change it for the world. I have the choice today. I can go home today if I want to. I don't want to. I want to keep soaking up all of this good juju. And even if it's loud, and even if it's, you know, 24/7 spontaneity, which I don't do very well, it still makes me really happy to be a part of this and to be able to spend time with these people and to make memories, and just to be able to look back and say, do you remember back in 2016 when we had that crazy Thanksgiving week over at Lynette's house? I think the moral of the story is that you just need to do whatever it is that you need to do for yourself. And right now for me, that means gentle self-care. It's about those moments when I know my energy reserves have completely been depleted, and I have to be able to say, hey Alexa, would you mind if, you know, we went back to the house for a while? Or hey Jay, do you mind if we go for a drive real quick out in the country? Or hey Lynette, can we like turn the TV off for a little while? Or maybe it's just, hey Chrissy, you need to go upstairs and put yourself on timeout. Like, as a grown-ass woman, timeout is one of my favorite places to be. I don't know what the hell I was thinking as a kid, hating timeout. I love timeout. Ground me now, please. I hope that you can get some nugget of something. I know there's introverts out there, and especially highly sensitive introverts. I don't know if it's the same for everyone. I can only tell you what my experience is, but as a highly sensitive introvert, I can get drained very, very quickly around a big, loud, rambunctious family. But I can also have the most fabulous times with that same bunch of crazy, zany, insane group of people that I absolutely adore. So I am looking forward to the whole rest of my visit. We are here for another 5 days, and I am just so ecstatic. I hope that you keep watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.